Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking The Real Housewives of New York, season 13, episode 13. Before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. So this episode starts off with Ebony getting her DNA test. She's trying to find out if the lovely Ashley is her sister. Later in the episode, we find out that she is not. And I was really sad for her because she only has her mom. And I really wanted her to have a new family, a sister, and I wanted her to be able to start making memories. But turns out Ashley and her are not related. However, there is somewhat of a bright side to this. Her real father could absolutely be alive. She's gonna sit down with a genealogist to try to figure out who her father is. And I think this is a very good idea. The best thing for her to do. I would absolutely love to see Ebony on the show, meeting her family, creating bonds with these people, and I hope that they keep us posted on her journey. So Sonia meets up with Luann for lunch. You know, Sonia tells Luann that she went to Dylan's hotel, the cute guy that gave Ramona the roses, and that she, had the sex and that it was really, really good. And Ramona made a few comments. She was a little judgmental of Sonia. We have seen you hanging out with quite a few men, flirting way too much and doing a lot. And that's her right. Ramona is a grown single woman. She's allowed to do whatever she wants to do, and so is Sonia. So I don't think she should judge Sonia the way she did. Later in the episode, we find out that Sonia didn't really sleep with this guy. Luann's friend Hank, we see Hank at every party, received a call, and Luann kind of explained everything to Ramona later in the episode at the video shoot.
Did you even have sex with him?
Did I? I can hardly walk today. What the are you?
You know that Sonia left her caviar in the hotel room.
Well, you know what I found out? She fell asleep there. And
she passed out.
She passed out.
We have to get the real story from Hank. He's
I
the
got
guy.
the real story. So basically, Sonia went back to the hotel where Dylan was staying with his girlfriend. So it was Sonia, Dylan, and the girlfriend. Three of them. Now, I don't, now, yeah,
What?
three of them. I saw the girlfriend on Dylan's Insta story. Then Hank got a call at 2 o'clock in the morning, and Dylan said, listen, you got to come get Sonia because she's passed out drunk on my bed in my hotel room, and you got to get her out of here.
Now, I can tell you that I think that is really, really bad. And I do have to agree with Luann when she says that they are extremely grateful to Hank for going over to get her and making sure that she got home safely. Luann says that she left her caviar there and Hank took it. Ramona says she told Hank to go ahead and keep it as a thank you for getting her home safely. Luann also makes this comment that the worst part of the story is that she left that caviar behind. And I said, Luann, is that really the worst part of the story? I think the worst part of the story is that Sonia needs help. Sonia could have gotten hurt. Sonia is clearly crying out for help. She is telling lies for what? Ebony and Ramona, they all say that she thinks that she has to be the life of the party. She has to be the entertainment. So she puts on, these lies and performances about sex. And I don't think that's okay. Sonia needs help, and I wouldn't be laughing and joking and making fun of her. I would be trying to find some help for her.
Jealous that you have Garth. I'm telling
Garth
you.
and I aren't even together right now.
Yeah, you see how happy she was about
I know,
that? Yes.
she was
She
happy.
was like beaming, like, yes!
Yeah.
Mwah.
Did you love your caviar?
Yeah, I did.
Did you eat it?
Yeah. I
You
had
did?
it with the model.
You did? You had it with the model.
Did you eat the caviar yet that Lou gave you?
I brought it to the model's hotel and I had it with him. And caviar is not exactly what I remember by his slim-toned muscles.
I didn't like how
He was a very good lover. But last
you'll be glowing from
I'm
the
glowing.
sex. You know,
You know, he has a girlfriend. You know that.
Ramona was saying, Dylan has a
Dylan
girlfriend,
has a
right?
girlfriend.
I think she was there in the room with you.
I don't know about that, but I know that I know he's a very good lover.
Posted on his Instagram. You and her in the room. It's on his Instagram.
There's.
Sonia then goes on later to tell the story to Leah, and it varies a little bit from the original story because Luann brings up Dylan's girlfriend. This is not good for Sonia. I think it's really sad. You know, Ebony makes the comment that Sonia makes things up, and she also believes that she does this just for entertainment, and she feels that she has to sing for her supper and lie about things like having sex with the young 25-year-old guy from the party last night. That is not something that she has to do. Sonia is a very smart, loving, funny, independent lady. You don't have to entertain anybody. Just being the person that she is funny enough. Sober Sonia would have never done this, I don't think. I didn't really like that Luann and Ramona was going around telling all the girls and laughing as if this was something that was funny. None of that is funny. Not any of it. So back to them having lunch with Luann and Ramona. She lets the girls know that Ebony is no longer with her boyfriend. He broke up with her because he wanted to marry someone who was Jewish and he didn't want her to convert. So they broke up. And that kind of ticks me off. I mean, it really does. I've had friends who have gone through situations like this. One friend, it was for a religious purpose, and the other friend, it was because she wasn't the same nationality as him. And I thought, in both of these relationships, you dated these women for quite some time, maybe 6 months to a year. And then when they are finally thinking that they're about to get the ring, they were broken up with. And I was really ticked. Why do this to people? What are you thinking when you are dating, whining and dining and having the sex with these ladies? This is crap. And I am not happy about it. So you can tell that Sonia really truly loves her relationship with Ebony because right in the middle of talking to them, she gets on the phone and she calls Ebony and she lets Ebony know that she told the girls something that she told her in confidence about her breaking up with her boyfriend. And I said, now wait a minute. There has been many a seasons where Sonia has told everybody's business, and I have never seen Sonia pick up the phone to alert the person she was talking about that she had been talking about them. So I said, look at here, Sonia really does care about Ebony. And I think she also just didn't want Ebony to be blindsided and then have Ebony tell her off later. That's what I think. So we do meet Leah's brother. His name is Daniel. And when they had watched What Happens Live last night, Andy was saying that the internet thinks that Leah's brother is drop dead gorgeous. And I must have missed it. I didn't, you know, I guess I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't looking at him enough to realize that, you know, he's possibly super hot. I don't know how I missed it. I thought it was a little funny while they were sitting down to have dinner. They wanted to comfort each other. You know, due to the loss of their grandmother, they have been supporting each other. Leah's sister Sarah mentions that Leah's silverware doesn't match. And I chuckled a little because I have that issue. I like all of my stuff to match. I like the silverware, the plates, the cups, everything needs to match. And it really burns me up when I'm having a dinner party and my son is helping me set the table and all of a sudden I find a fork or a spoon that doesn't match. Oh my gosh, that really burns me up. It really does. I know it's a problem, people. Leave me alone, peeps. Moving on. Then we see Sonia's healer. I said, Sonia, ma'am, didn't that woman, medium lady, tell you in Salem that you needed more than a healer? I mean, goodness gracious, that lady comes over there and she beats on that bong and dong, and then next thing you know, she's waving the crystals around, and that might be great. But she needs an actual therapist to go with the healer woman.
I've seen this routine with other men because my mom's second husband didn't really want to see me. He didn't look at me as one of his children. I was just a kid.
When it became most evident to me that my stepdad didn't love me as much as his own children was when he came with his big convertible, looking very handsome and dashing, and all the kids clamored in, and I was asked to get out of the car.
How can you not take one of 4 siblings?
Yeah.
You should know better. Why would he not take me?
Listening to that story truly broke my heart. I mean, broke my heart. I was in full tears. Let me tell you something. My mom always told me when I was a little girl, when her and my dad separated and she, moved on with her life, she said to me, I will never date a man who doesn't love you the same way he would love a child of his own. And she also told me, if I ever date someone that you don't like, you tell me up front, because if you don't like him, we don't like him. And that's how it is. And I have told my son the same thing. Buddy, listen, if there is ever anybody in my life that you do not like, feel free to always tell mama. Because if we both don't like him, bye, fella. Listen, I would never be with someone who thought they could treat my child different. That is a no-go. That is a goodbye. That is a do not darken my doorstep, fella. Nope. And I am so sorry that Sonia had to go through that. And I don't know what was going on with her mom at the time. Maybe it was just a struggle. She didn't know what to do. She didn't know how to make changes. But you're never going to mistreat my kid. Sorry, not sorry.
Well, I'm channeling heavy.
No, I can feel it.
Yeah.
I truly do understand that Sonia believes in this. She believes in this healer. And this healer may absolutely make her feel better. But she needs a licensed professional to help her through this. She can continue to see this healer. But I ask myself, how much does she pay this lady? Every time that lady comes over there and waves those crystals around and beats on the bong and shakes that thing that looks kind of like a tambourine, how much money does she get? I don't know. So Sonia has a meeting with her business partner and she invites Ramona, and she's a little nervous because she says that Ramona is unfiltered and she may make things worse. I recently saw some of Sonia's things on Walmart.com, and she seems to be doing well over at Walmart. My thing is this, I don't think that Ramona would make things worse. Personally, I think she should have asked Bethany, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I could have sworn that one season at some point Bethany offered to assist Sonia in her business. I could have sworn that at some point Bethany offered to sort of mentor her. Now, would it have been hard? Absolutely. Would Bethany had ripped her a new one? Would she had torn her up and down, right to left? Yes. But one thing is for sure, Bethany Frankel is a businesswoman. She knows what she's doing. She knows how to get it done. If it's something that she doesn't know about, she is not afraid to find out. She could use some help from Bethany. And the second would be Ramona. Ramona knows business. Ramona might be rude. She might act crazy, but Ramona doesn't play when it comes to her money. So I would accept the help from her.
Goal mainly is for Sonia to get the money, or as Ebony would say, show me the coin.
$50,000, because like Sonia knows, it's $1
Per
million
year, $50,000 a year.
month.
All right, so $50,000 a month, that's $600,000 a year. If you're doing $600,000, you easily are making like $400,000 gross profit because you're on the internet, you're selling retail.
Will you like to be a creative director of the website and run it?
No, she doesn't.
Come on.
I'll be an advisor.
What about all those
Advisor
I don't need to
advice.
be paid. All I know is there's enough money for her to be getting
Yes.
something every month.
Yes.
Whether it's like $5,000.
Do you know Sonia has $10,000 uncashed check?
Pardon?
What?
Sonia has $10,000 worth of uncashed check?
No, I don't.
You're sitting with like $10,000 check.
No,
in
they
your
gave me
cash?
2,000. I didn't cash
10,000.
it. I don't know if you're getting your
Then
mail.
you got
Because
another
we-
2,000. I didn't
Sonia,
cash
here's
it.
10,000.
I really don't understand why Sonia hasn't cashed checks. Who took off? Is the money? Then the money must still be there because she hasn't used it.
Yeah, only money is paid from there is lawyers for registration those brands.
How much did you take out to pay the lawyer fees and the brand fees? So what did you take out of that?
Only thing is paid.
How
only,
much? How much?
Only one thing is paid.
How much?
Only one thing.
How much?
Only
Of the 80 grand, how much did you take out?
$60,000 is paid to the lawyer.
You took 80. Wait, the 80,000 you were supposed to give her. You took away 60,000.
Not me take it. I do not take anything.
You know what I thought? I said, buddy, don't come in here giving anybody lip service. Open up those books. You know, as a matter of fact, I may have even invited Ebony over. You know, maybe Ebony would have wanted me to write her a check and I would have been happy to write her a check. But I would not hesitate to call her and say, you know, I'm sorry if I'm infringing on our friendship, but I've got a situation. Do you mind coming over? And see if she would be okay to do it. I'm sorry. I would write her a check. So you can see from his reaction that this man is shady. This man is absolutely shady. He thinks that he's this business savvy person and he gets all upset because Ramona is speaking facts. Ramona says, no, sir. I don't know who you're used to dealing with. Oh, wait, Sonia, but I'm not her. I'm a lady of business and I know you're lying. Break out the journals, break out the books. And then he's going to tell her, well, do you just want to take over the website? Well, if she has to, I'm sure she'll find somebody who can. You are telling lies. Honey, listen, I think that she absolutely needs a new deal. This dude, you know, is not it. So he's telling her that she was supposed to make $82,000 and he gave 60 of it to an attorney. Who is this attorney? And can they get him on speakerphone or a Zoom call and ask him about this $60,000? Can we get an invoice with his hours? What exactly have you been doing? And then when she makes the comment that he sent her a check for $2,000 and she didn't cash it, Ramona said the same thing as me. What are you doing holding on to these checks? Cash the checks. She said she didn't cash it because she was insulted. You know what? Okay, be insulted, but cash that check. Okay? I mean, how dare you send me a check for $2,000 as I'm at the ATM depositing my check? I mean, seriously. I really would like to see how much money he's taking home. How much money is this guy getting every month while he's supposedly sending Sonia $2,000? I think that she really just needs to get a real attorney and get out of this deal. Sonia, you've got to do better. So Luann is filming her Christmas video and she talks to her producer and they decide that they're going to make a full Christmas album. And the album is going to be released sometime in September of this year. So the song is not out as of yet. She also lets her producer know that now that they're going to put the album out this year, she has plenty of time to get a contract so that, you know, Leah and the rest of the girls feel comfortable. So I don't know, was it me? Or did anybody else think that Ramona was acting extremely unprofessional? She was loud, she was talking, she was doing way too much. I thought if this was Ramona's video or this was a project that she was working on, she would definitely sit down and be quiet. She kept interfering and that director kept shooting her the evil eye. I don't think he appreciated you.
Does she have any cold champagne or anything?
Lou, you didn't make the champagne cold? Should be cold. It was in the fridge.
Okay. Can you open it? Because I'm not good at opening it.
Okay, one more time.
Take 50.
Don't.
I know, but I can't hear the cue.
Maybe
what if-
someone can
I know,
wave to you.
I
Wave
know,
so you
I
can
know.
see
What,
it.
what lyric am I
Someone should
picking
wave.
up
She's
on?
I
gonna
got it,
wave,
I got
Lou.
it. Let me just
Look,
show
she's
you.
gonna wave to come for the cue.
Because it's
Angel,
cold.
Angel, come here. Angel.
Oh, honey, can you just keep
Angel,
the dog
come
with
here.
you?
Then here comes Leah and this dog. Why is that dog there? Why is the dog there? He is all over the place. They are in the middle of filming this video and here comes Leah's dog nipping at Luann's heels. Girl, get your dog.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
You and your little dog too need to go sit down somewhere. I mean, I thought it was ridiculous. Luann has got all sorts of hors d'oeuvres. She's got fresh caviar and champagne. And you know the way these ladies eat, suck down caviar and champagne. Why don't you have a seat? Pull the caviar close to your chair. Just sit down and be quiet. Wait for the director to call you. So on Watch What Happens Live, Ramona and Bershawn were on the show. And a fan question that Andy asked her was, who does she think started the rumors of her getting fired and her not showing up to the reunion? because of her possibly getting fired, and because they're going to talk about the race topic and about politics. She says that she truly believed that Leah is the one who started that rumor. However, she asked Leah and Leah said it wasn't her. She said that she is not worried about getting fired and she is absolutely showing up for the reunion. She is not worried at all. Bershawn did say that she was hurt that Ebony didn't invite her to the Shabbat dinner. She says that Ebony uses her platform to state that she is all about Black women, she's all about inclusivity, and here she is, a Black woman on the cast, and she was not invited. Personally, I'm not mad at that. You know, Bershawn has a point. She should have been invited, especially when she accidentally interrupted you inviting people. You could have invited her, Ebony. So they did play a round of Do You Regret It round 2 with Ramona. The first question was really funny because Andy says this is a future regret because the show doesn't air until next week. He says, do you regret your behavior at Ebony's Black Shabbat dinner? And she says, well, I haven't seen the episode. Andy looks at her dead in the face and he said, you haven't seen the episode, but you lived it. And the answer is yes. And then she said, yes, she regrets it. So I have no idea what exactly she did at this Black Shabbat dinner, but it seems that it must have been pretty bad for Andy to tell her her answer should be yes. Andy also asked her, does she regret that she did not appear in Luann's Chic C'est La Vie video when Luann asked her? And she says, no, she does not regret it because her daughter did not want her to do this video. And I said, are you kidding me? Girl, her and her daughter are something else. Ramona acts out every season. Ramona is a complete mess every season. And her period Luann's Chic C'est La Vie video was a problem. Come on, Avery. So Andy's last question of Do You Regret It round 2 was, do you regret calling me today at 3 o'clock trying to get out of doing tonight's show because someone gave you Lady Gaga tickets? And Ramona says, Andy says, do you know one Lady Gaga song? And she says, no. And he said, so do you regret it? And she says, yes. That is crazy. Then they played this game called Sonia's Lying. So pretty much she called Sonia a liar for everything. I don't like that. If she is really your friend, why would you call her out like this? You know good and daggone well if Sonia would have played a game called Ramona is Lying, she would have covered for Ramona quite a bit. Andy did ask her about Will, and she said that after the birthday party, she did not have sex with Will. She said that she invited a few guests over to her house after that, and a bunch of people were there, not just Will. I think she's lying, but I don't know for sure. There was a fan question asking Ramona, why was it okay for you to lick that penis cake at the party, but Leah can't talk about penises around you? And she says, well, unfortunately, Leah has been a bad influence on her, and she has opened her mind about talking about the penis at dinner. Bershawn did give us an update. She said that her friendship with Sonia is going very well, that they've recently texted, and she does not believe that the girls are grandmas. She did not mean it offensive, and she then said that she didn't mean that Sonia was a clown to be offensive because of the culture. Well, I'm Black, as we've established, a few videos back. And if somebody calls, as a matter of fact, I called somebody a clown a few days ago, and the person is also a part of the culture. He's Black, and he says to me, did you just call me a clown? And I said, yes. And he didn't take it well. So Bershawn is full of crap. When no matter what background you have, no matter what culture you're a part of, if somebody calls you a clown, that's rude and offensive. Girl, quit playing. Andy asked them if the nude model, Kurt, was hot or not. Both Bershawn and Ramona said not. And I said not also. I don't know. The rest of the ladies absolutely adore Kurt. Andy also asked Ramona what Sonia's dog name was, and it was a answer A or B. She has no idea what that dog's name is. And I said, but your dog and her dog are always together and they're always humping. You don't know her dog's name is Marley? This is ridiculous. Andy also asked her about her friendship with Elise. He wanted to know how she felt about Elisa's Insta story. She was hugging Mario. Ramona says, well, first of all, they were not hugging. They were just standing next to each other, and she just wanted to be annoying, and that is why I will never talk to her again. She is so dramatic, so I had to be dramatic as well. Anyway, you guys, I thought this was a really good episode. You have got to get in the comments. Tell me what you thought. Was this a good episode? What did you think about Sonia and this lie and all the drinking and everything? We have got to figure out how to get Sonia some help. And anyway, you guys, I have to watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And until next time, bye.